negotiating prices. The president-elect. Well, joining me now, the Trump campaign's Deputy Executive Director of Transition, David Bossie. First of all, great to see you.
Thanks for having me.
Good to have you here. Let's start with the president having, I mean, he's got the moxie to say to every CEO, as he did today, if you're thinking about shipping a job, a middle-class job out of this country to a cheap foreign labor market, just call me. I'll talk.
The president-elect is a change agent. He campaigned as a change agent. He is a change agent. And there's a new sheriff in town. That's the mentality that he's trying to bring to this job, that he is saying that America is open for business and that I'm going to protect the American jobs that are currently here, and I'm going to try to create new ones.
It is not often, as a matter of fact, it's downright rare, that we see a president campaign on any position or any perspective or philosophy, then actually see them put it into action as president. But to see them put it in action, in this case, see President-elect Trump put it into action before he's president, is remarkable.
Well, he's just in the Boeing deal as your example. He is trying to protect the American taxpayer even before he becomes president by saying $4 billion is a little extreme in his mind for a new airplane.
Or a couple.
Well, a couple airplanes, but it's still an extreme amount of money in your average taxpayer's mind. And if he's able to negotiate a better deal with that, so be it.
And I see people with just an extra bounce in their step. I mean, on the streets of New York, wherever one might be, people are looking up instead of casting their heads down. This is a president who's making it clear his chin's going to be up. He talked yesterday about people dreaming big. He wants Americans dreaming big, believing in themselves. I love that because we've got a president for 8 years who said to us, you didn't build it, you don't deserve it, and if you did deserve it, we're going to split it with somebody else. And by the way, there's no such thing as American exceptionalism.
That's right.
And the clouds are, breaking, and sunshine is breaking through.
Hope, growth, and opportunity. It's what I think the next 4 years are going to bring under President Trump's administration.
You and your colleague, Steve Bannon, have been populists throughout your political careers to be working for the ultimate populist in Donald J. Trump. Steve Bannon, this chief strategist, this is a man who we've been friends for a very long time, for whom I have immense respect. This is one of the smartest guys, thinks big, dreams big,
that's right,
and has been at Donald Trump's side from the moment Trump called him to get to work and
that's
run
right.
his campaign.
Look, Steve Bannon is an incredibly brilliant strategist. I've worked with Steve as you know, for about 10 years or so.
I do know that.
And so, I've seen every aspect of him, and the leftist smear campaign that they've brought on Steve Bannon is quite offensive to me.
You, as the president of Citizens United, you've seen this act playing out. I mean,
sure.
The left wing and media is taking it to new levels in this country. I mean, I thought what they did in terms of going after the president of the United States, going after you, it's State of the Union addresses, for crying out loud, let alone the rest of the warfare. But Steve Bannon, he is being attacked as viciously right now, our mutual friend. It's so undeserving because he fights so hard, and
that's the reason they attack Lou, and you know it. They attack him because he's effective.
Donald Trump because they can't change the election, but they can sure go after the person, arguably, who was the most important strategist behind it.
He's the smartest guy, and he's the most effective guy they go up against every day. They know it, and they have to get him, and that's why we need to be there to have his back.
And the truth is, well, you and I will get there, and I'm sure Donald Trump will as well, who has a pretty good arsenal, I believe, at his disposal. But the left now is so irrelevant, and their ideas are so absolutely bereft of meaning that to even think anybody would pay attention to those damn fools gets me a little aggravated. You know what I mean?
I certainly do.
How's their transition going?
It's amazing. We're ahead of schedule. The president has had some amazing announcements. We're ahead of Barack Obama's schedule. We're ahead of George Bush 41 and 43. And George Bush 41 was an incumbent vice president. So we've done a very good job of putting together the cabinet, an exceptional group of people. I really enjoy the president-elect's broad reach to go out and find a lot of different people to talk to.
And he's getting done exactly what he said he would get done, and hallelujah to that. My friend, great to see you.
Thanks for having me.
All the best, and tell Bannon hello for me. He's working too damn hard. Thanks so much, David. David Bossie.